Hello and welcome to my channel. Today is May 8th, 2020, and I thought I'd come out here and give you an update on how my front yard garden is doing in May. So if you are new to my channel, 2 years ago I ripped up these two beds, took out everything and started from new. And what I really wanted to do was to create a cottage garden that is attractive to the pollinators, the bees, the butterflies, and the hummingbirds. And so the selection of plants that I included were those that I thought would be the most attractive, perennial, and beneficial to the pollinators. So let's take a closer look at what's happening here in May. Lily of the Valley, Lavender phenomenal. It's putting on good growth. And this is my pink Hydrangea arborescens, definitely leafed out since last month. And in the front row here I have alternating plants, Agastache Rosy Posy, followed by catmint. This is Nepeta cat's pajamas. So that's the first row, and then in the second row I have some Penstemon Pike's Peak putting on their flower spikes that will produce buds, and then followed by red flowered lamb's ears, which are doing really well, coming in really nice. And then another Penstemon Pike's Peak right here. And my aromatic Lavender phenomenal. Just rubbing my hands along it and releasing those fragrant scents. In the third row I have my Maltese Cross, and it is putting on really good growth, getting tall. And I have some Crocosmia Lucifer stalks coming up. Alright, let's take a look around the corner. Alright, so in the side here I've got my dark violet skullcap, and I have my Penstemon pink elfin starting to work on its buds. Should be flowering in the end of May. This is a Russian sage. It's a dwarf variety. I don't remember the name, but it's doing well. And here's another baby. And then tucked back here I have my red birds in a tree putting on good growth. I have a second one somewhere back here behind the elephant pink. And another tiny little Russian sage growing. In the center of the bed here I have my yarrow, and this is a hardy hill rosemary. My lavender phenomenal cuttings that I took last year to propagate are doing really good. I am proud of myself for that. I have 7 of them. I only need 1. And then I have a collection of Columbines here. Not doing much. You should be budding, but not so much over here. This one back here has developed a few buds. They're probably going to be either white or yellow. We'll see. These are a McKenna collection. They're supposed to have all kinds of colors. Blues, pinks, whites, yellows. We'll see what happens with them. And then next to that I've got my Cajun Fire Heuchera and my Hosta. These early April were not even to be found in the ground. So they came up early April, and here we are in May. They put on really good growth. Alright, so that is the status of the big bed. I sowed some seeds of clary sage. I sowed these seeds on May 1st, and here we are on May 8th, and this is what I got so far. I didn't realize that clary sage is a biennial plant, which means that the first year they don't flower, the second year they flower, and then they die. So I don't really know what I want to do with this yet. And where I would even keep it in my yard. But we'll see how that goes. Alright, so my smaller bed, I've got Columbines in bloom. And look at how gorgeous they are. This is Songbird Cardinal or Red Hobbit. And they're really showing off. Look at all these buds. And then next to it is another Columbine. This type is called Tequila Sunrise. It's just starting to bud up right now. One that's even going to get ready to open up. But yeah, it's full of buds as well. I've got some Agastache Avas here that are doing well. This one I had last year. These 2 I planted this year. Doing alright. More of that dark violet skullcap. This is Siam basil that I took a cutting of from last year and I was growing inside my house. I transferred it here about a week ago. It didn't do so well, but I think it's on the rebound. And then up here, I've got more lavender phenomenal. Kind of squished in here, but it's doing all right. And some Agastache rosy posies. And in the center here, I've got Penstemon Pike's Peak. These will hopefully bloom in June and will start to develop buds soon. And then tucked in the corner over here are my lemon thyme, putting on good growth. And again, smells fantastic. This is the second one over here. Should start to develop flowers pretty soon. And tucked behind the lemon thyme is my Tuscan blue Rosemary. Now these are supposed to develop blue flowers, but I've never been lucky with that. I don't know why. So I started planting my pots, and what I chose, and I'm not done yet, but what I chose was this Calibracoa called Blue Moon Punch, which I think is just gorgeous. This is another Calibracoa, white double chiffon. It's got a bit of cream and yellow coloring to it. And I have some variegated oregano in the back here, and some more rosemary Tuscan blue. And these are my daffodils that I'm just waiting for them to start yellowing, and then I will be chopping them down. Same thing with my other pot and my Hydrangea Endless Summer. I think I'm seeing some flower buds. Woohoo! Oh, I see a lot of them. Definitely going to bless me this year. That's exciting. I've always struggled with this one, but it's looking good. I have hopes for it this year. It's on the rebound. Alright, and these are my front door pots. I'm not done planting everything yet. I still have some more plants coming in, just waiting on the shipment to arrive. But I do have plans for a trailing coleus that I will put over here in the center. And then I've got these sunrise red agastaches that are full of buds that I will probably plant in the center here somewhere. Just waiting for these daffodils to sort of yellow out so I can chop them down. But again, it's the same flowers, the Calibracoas or superbells, white chiffon, double white chiffon, blue moon punch, and the variegated oregano, and the Tuscan blue rosemary. And these are Nasturtiums. This is the Alaska mix. I sowed these probably end of March. So they should start to develop flowers soon, I hope. Now, this one I had over here, and this corner gets more sun than that corner. That's why the progress of it is a lot more advanced. than that one, so I did switch them around so this one can now get more sun, and hopefully it'll start to catch up. I just love the color combination of these superbells. Really cute. Oh, here is the dahlia. This is dahlia daffodil. Really cute. More nasturtiums. And I just noticed on my terracotta yarrow some buds developing here. Where is it? Come on. Exciting. Well, that concludes the end of my May tour. I thank you so much for being a part of it. And as always, have a great day. And until next time.